a late start, but we're here now. The score is 6-6. The scoreboard will be up in a second here, and it is Harvey versus Nackawic Nighthawks.
Yeah, this Nackawic squad. I know they always give the Lakers a good matchup when it comes to basketball, and looks like we're seeing a decently close matchup here as well. Senior boys were actually in Nackawic yesterday on Sunday for a tournament. Not sure how that one went, although I expect I might have heard from the boys' first period if it had been a rousing success. So not sure how these teams have matched up in the past, but a good match here so far.
Great job here. Good form. Seems like they're playing pretty traditionally. Set up and spike.
Yep. Nice work by Gregory powering through. He did have the block there. That was number 8, Clark, getting up. But Gregory still able to power his hit through.
It's going to be 15 setting here. It's going to be 11. Just going to set right over. It's going to be Smith there. Robichaud bringing in the air. It's going to be Joe with a quick tip.
And net touch there. I actually wasn't quite sure which team guilty of that, but our referee is giving the point to the Lakers as we have our first timeout.
All right, we'll be back in a minute. We're just going to figure out some tech issues. All right, hopefully that timeout helped. I didn't see you called that. I have to assume Nackawic.
It was the Nackawic coach who made that call, yep. And with the score relatively close, Lakers starting to pull away by 3, you want to make sure you can break up that momentum. Seems like a good use of timeout by the coach.
It's going to be 15 setting once again. Great recovery there by Clark.
And the Nighthawks steal one there as the Lakers got over. Not sure if that was Joe Gregory or Michael Breed whose hand went over the net, but either way, it is a point to the visitors.
Clark's serve is going to go into the net, and it's going to go back to Harvey's possession here with Nolan Bongear serving. A little weaker serve here for Nolan. Looks like Nackawic's not going to lose that point that easily, as their hit also didn't go over the net, but Harvey's going to give them one. That serve is going to make it over. It's going to be Gregory. It's going to be out of bounds there, and it's going to be Nolan Bongear running for it.
Yeah, almost got there in time, but it was in a really tricky spot with the scorer's table and the pole right there, so you can't quite run full speed into open space like you would elsewhere.
It's going to be number 11 serving. I do not have his name on the scoreboard, but...
Nice work. Nighthawks have been able to get away with some of those one-handed saves in the past, but don't get away with it this time.
It's going to be Breed up to serve here. Beautiful serve there.
The lone grade 9 player on this senior squad.
Great job there. Nice tip over block. I didn't see who did that. So
I did see it was Joe Gregory and Archer Smith getting hands up there. Not sure which one of them touched it.
Probably a combination.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me.
One amazing serve, and one serve that looked like to have some potential if it had enough height on it, but didn't seem to get the full follow through there. Yeah, and it's going to be right up to serve now.
Yeah, we do have a substitution here as Isaiah Caldwell is going to check into the game. Michael Breed checks out. You'll notice Ben Bradford, one of the regular players, sitting on the bench in street clothes, so Lakers might be a short roster tonight.
Does he have some sort of injury? Do you know?
Not that I know of. I mean, it might just be sitting him out. The senior boys have a very busy schedule this week. They've got 3 triple-header home games, or I guess double-headers for them. But that's at least 6 home games with the possibility of a couple away games in there. They had a tournament Sunday. They have another one this weekend. It might just be what those NBA fans like to call load management.
Yeah. That's going to be out there. You may have missed it, but there was an amazing spike there by, I want to say number 15, was it? Or
think so. Yeah, he's up there in the front.
Graham. Beautiful serve, is able to send it right into the arms of Colwell, but he couldn't get it up and it just went out of bounds, which is going to be a point for Nackawic. As they almost caught up here with Harvey. That timeout seemed to work.
Yep, definitely haven't seen either team running away from it like Harvey was at the beginning of the timeout.
Beautiful tip attempt there, but it's not going to go over. Blocks on Nackawic is very strong. They have a very tall front line there.
Yep, Lakers playing around with their lineup as well. Alexander Robichaud in the setter's position right now. He hasn't always been the primary setter, but that's where they've got him today.
He was setting in the practice too, like their little training routine.
Beautiful block. Robichaud and Archer Smith both getting up there. I think they heard that one all the way back in Nackawic. It was a big echo with that ball.
Nice serve there. It's going to go perfectly over. It's going to be the libero to receive. The miscommunication is going to put the point to Harvey.
Another substitution here. We mentioned earlier, Harvey with a shorter bench, only 8 players dressed. Nackawic does not have that issue, as there are 12 people wearing the garnet and gold, or in the libero's case, the white.
15 is going to be the one to set over. It's going to be Mason setting up here. It's going to be hit over by Smith, but it's going to be out of bounds there.
Yep, good discipline there by the Nighthawks, letting that go out of bounds.
Colwell with a quick rebuttal there. The libero. It's going to be 15 to set. Tip over by number 8.
Nice work by Nackawic finding their space. So far, neither team has gone for too many power hits so far, whether that's not just in their strategy for tonight or something they don't feel as confident doing at this point in the season, not sure.
You see Harvey doing their classic sets still, setting up and just going for the hit. And it seems to be working on Nackawic as they are going to fumble there.
Yep, Lakers will take that point any day. Recorded by our minor officials tonight. There's Maddie Fraser-Cole checking things off on the score sheet. Aaliyah Nestoruk at the score cards. And Maddie Chisholm, not sure what she's doing, but she's up there.
It's going to be Smith at the serve.
Yep.
It's going to be Graham setting here. It's going to be 11.
Ooh. That was looking like a pretty nice hit. Fell just out of bounds.
Almost perfect.
Yep.
Smith up the serve once again.
Yep.
As you can see, Michael Breedis checked back in now.
Yeah, this is a lot of substitutions. I don't think I've ever seen this many substitutions in one volleyball game.
Graham setting once again. It's going to be number 8, Clark.
I believe that hit the ceiling.
Nice hit over. It's going to be Breed to receive. It's going to have to go over here, and it will. It's going to be Graham setting once again. Hit by number 11. This time, that one is going to be out of bounds.
Yep, Joe Gregory trying to get hands on it, but can't quite get there, so we're all tied up at 17. Great back and forth affair here in the first of 3 sets.
McKay serving. It's going to be a little bit of a rally here as Nolan Buttigier is going to set it up. It's going to be Nicholson to bring it over. Number 7, it's going to be Graham. It's going to be tipped over by Clark. That seems to be a special move there, is to tip it up and beta slam.
Nice work. I think that was that number 8, Clark, getting hands on that? Yeah, some nice trickery from the Nighthawks.
Robichaud here. It's going to be Nicholson to hit over now. Graham setting up, and it's going to be number 11 here. Baiting the slam once again. They like to switch up a lot. Nicholson now.
Ooh.
Really weird hit there.
Yeah, tough break for the Lakers as ball was blocked and the net started rolling out, but ultimately fell out of bounds. Thought the Lakers were going to be able to get away with that one, shoving it over the net, but alas, it was not to be.
On a single person on the Harvey team wearing knee pads, which is kind of funny.
Yeah.
Graham setting up here, 11 to hit over. Nicholson bringing it over real quickly.
Nice work by Nicholson in the back row. Sprinted almost the entire width of the court, making that save. And yeah, as you mentioned, that might have been a time where he would have liked some knee pads. Heard the squeak of skin along that gym floor, but he made the save, got his team the point.
It's going to be the Nighthawks with the point advantage now.
Looks like Clark back to serve. See if he can have any trickery from the back row.
He's going to make it over. A little bit of mislocation there, I would say, as probably would have been better for Michael to hit that one. So
yeah, not sure if he realized he was the primary receiver on that pass. Another substitution here, as we do indeed have Charlie Gregory checking in. And looks like they're getting him in to serve, as Gregory does have quite a nice serve. The Nighthawks, I don't think they've seen it yet.
And almost cursed him there, but it seemed to work out.
Yeah. Got to be careful of that commentator's curse. Glad Charlie was able to power through.
Great serve there. Crazy hit there. They're going to keep it in play. Long arming into it right to the back, but
tough break for the Lakers as they took what looked like a sure point for the Nighthawks. Actually did send it over with a couple of one-arm pinball hits, but ultimately falling out in the back.
Number 11 hitting over. It's going to be Smith receive. I wish that's setting up. It's going to be Gregory to hit. Doesn't care about the blocker. It's just going to go right through them.
Yeah. Nice work by the Lakers, sending that over, and we're going to get Nolan Bongarrier checking back in. So Coach Michel Poirier, who's working the bench solo tonight, definitely using a lot of strategy when it comes to setting up who's serving. And I think the Nighthawks were doing something similar.
Are you allowed infinite substitutions?
So the substitutions are very tricky. You have to be substituting for the same player. So you notice that Isaiah will always come in for Michael Breed. And Charlie is only able to come in for Nolan. And I think as long as you're following those rules, you're able to do it as many times as you want. But to be honest, I'm not sure.
It's going to be number 4 up to serve here, right?
This is set point for the Nighthawks.
It's going to be Smith bringing it up. Great job there. It's going to be Gregory to hit. He's just going to go with a little bit of a volley over. It's going to be Graham setting here. Number 2 goes for a big swing.
Ooh. Excellent work there. Stairs, wearing number 2 for the Nighthawks, found his spot in the back corner. Just like Jack Hughes picking the top corner on Igor Shesterkin. Just putting that right where he needs it.
The Harvey High School Stream Team would like to take this time to thank our corporate sponsors, Scott Pierce at RE Max, East Coast Elite Realty, the Little Village Vacation Resort for Dogs, and RSEI Consultants Limited. Our sponsors help us to improve the viewing experience and get more students involved in these streams. If you are interested in becoming a sponsor, please check the video description for our contact information below. Thank you guys, and we are going to take a quick break until the second set commences.
All right, so if you're just joining us, you can see on that lovely scoreboard, Nackawic is ahead, 1-0 in the first game of this triple header. After this, it will be the Nighthawks taking on the St. Stephen Spartans, and Harvey with the Spartans finishing our evening. And if you are checking out that scoreboard, let's give a big shout out to Ashton Little, who's the one checking things off here on our side of the stream. Big thanks as well to Tim Neidert, who is keeping an eye on everything on console. Shout out yet again to our minor officials as well. It is Maddie Fraser-Cole checking things off on the scorecard, and Aaliyah Nestoruk flipping things off on the scorecard. I'm not sure how they're able to pay attention to the game. I think they're both watching New Jersey Devil highlights on their phones down there. I know I catch them doing that a lot in class, so hopefully they're able to focus on the game and not thinking about how the Devils are going to win on Tuesday.
I don't think you should count your chickens before they hatch there.
We'll see.
It's going to be Gregory serving here. Joe Gregory. Graham setting. It's going to be 2 to hit over. It's going to be Joe Gregory there to receive, but sadly, he's not going to have the speed to get that hit. Very powerful, very strong.
Yep, it came at them fast, but the Lakers almost froze up a little on defense because I think that was a playable ball.
Yeah, definitely, especially if they had some blocking going there. It's going to be a tip over. The libero keeping it in play.
Oh.
That's definitely going to be a 2-hit there, I want to say.
Yep, that's exactly it. You're right. And, yep, Nackawic guilty of double hit as the libero really had to sprint to make that. Nice placement by Alexander Robichaud.
Robichaud serving up here. It's going to be hit over by... Clark there, and after a little bit of rallies back and forth, it's going to end up with Nackawic getting that point as it's Graham up to serve.
Yeah, and we haven't been keeping exact stats. There's been a lot of battles up at the front of the net, but I'd say Nackawic definitely holding their own. They might even have a slight advantage there in those net front battles.
Especially with the height that they have there.
They do, yeah. Lakers don't really have any of those big players that you hope to have in senior volleyball. The Lakers have had in previous years with players like Ben Chessie and Adam Barrio moving on. So, unfortunately, Lakers left without any of that natural height.
I think that's one of the best hits I've ever seen right there by Clark. I don't know how in the world they're supposed to return that one. As it is just a bullet straight down.
Yeah. It's a strong serve, that's for sure.
Setting up here, it's going to be Mason bringing it over. On the line, it's going to be a little bit more out of bounds than on inbounds, though, so it's going to be Nackawic again. Yeah. Harvey really not getting a luck of the draw here.
No, tough break, as I do like what Nicholson was trying to do there, picking a corner, but unfortunately, just out of reach.
It's going to be 8 once again. Going for a hit there, but the ball is just going to make it over on its own.
Yep. One of those that falls just over the net, and Coach Poirier doing an early timeout here as he sees the set getting a little bit out of hand, wants to make sure he calms things down and makes the adjustments he needs before things get too far out of hand.
The Harvey High School Stream Team would like to take this time to thank our corporate sponsors, Scott Pierce at RE/MAX East Coast Elite Realty, the Little Village Vacation Resort for Dogs, and RSEI Consultants Limited. Our sponsors help us to improve the viewing experience and get more students involved in these streams. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor, please check the description in the video below. Thank you guys for all the sponsors. We love it. Really helps the stream, and we really appreciate it.
Yeah, able to discuss earlier today some of the equipment changes we're looking to make and upgrades and getting just more angles for you, a better quality broadcast, get some permanent equipment here so that more students can get involved. Lots of exciting things on the horizon.
So only looking up for the broadcasting team, as that serve is also going to make it right over. It's going to be Robichaud here setting. Surprised the libero decided to play that.
Yeah, we might be regretting that one, as it looked like it was going out of bounds. Decided to play it in, but kind of shanked it a little far out, and his teammates in the back row couldn't get there in time.
It's going to be Smith up to serve here. Getting ready to do the basketball tradition.
Yep. And, looks like Coach Poirier really wants Michael Breed's height in the front row and Isaiah Caldwell's versatility in the back row.
They're going to keep that in play. Almost. They still had another hit available there. It may have been better to try to hit it more back and see if you can get a hit that you know is going to be inbounds.
Pass and set something up, but unfortunately it was not to be.
It's going to be SD Brooks serving here. Beautiful. It's gonna be one of those bumps where you're like, how did I not get that? How did I not get that?
Yeah, Nicholson looking down at his hands in a bit of confusion there. I'm not sure what happened either. Might have just thought that was coming at him with more strength and ultimately just kind of bounced off.
A lot of volleys here. It's going to be set. It's going to be Nicholson looking for that corner once again. Bree with a quick return. As a lift up is going to be costing the point there.
Yep. Tough break for the Lakers as they still trail here by even more than before the timeout. Down by 6.
That one almost didn't make it over, but it is going to. It's going to be a little bit of a crab pose there for Nolan.
Yeah, a little confusion there by the Lakers. They might really be missing Bradford. He is one of their designated hitters, so when he's on the court, there's not too much confusion as to who's going to hit that set. But right now, when the setter's setting things up, sometimes it's unclear which Laker's going to take it. There's not as much of a wind-up. Sometimes they just even miss it altogether. So we'll see if they can pull together and forge some chemistry with this group.
I have to imagine that Bradford's injured. Like, him not playing tonight is really surprising.
I expect so. Yeah, he has some French homework, but not a ton. So I don't think it's that. Yeah.
Well, he's here anyways, so it kind of defeats their purpose.
That is true. Yes.
Bree trying to hit over there, but it's gonna go with a spin ball instead.
Yeah.
May have worked out, but it didn't have enough energy to make it over the net. Clark is up to serve once again. Robichaud setting here. It's going to be Bongier setting it over. A little bit of a weird spike, but it's going to work out. It's going to be a quick volley there by Graham. It's going to be Robichaud here. It's going to be Gregory to hit over, and it's going to be successful. As they have to set here. Number 2 coming in. Not as deadly as a spike as we're used to seeing from him.
Nice save there by Archer Smith.
Reed's going to consider what to do, and he's going to end up going with it. As Gregory tries to send that ball a little bit too soon, is going to go a little bit over the net there.
Tough break, yes. He jumped up, but I think he had that reach over, and that was a great volley back and forth from these sides. Though probably the best one we've seen this set.
Great rebuttal there as they're baiting the spike now. Number 2. Cutting it through a couple of the grade 12ers there.
Yeah, able to get hands on it, but can't quite direct it where it needs to go, so... Lakers down by 10 now when that first set was so close back and forth.
Good hit there, and it's going to be Nicholson. Oh, the corner snipe.
There it is. Nice to get that from the Lakers as we have another substitution. Looks like similar kind of strategy as last set where Charlie Gregory is going to check in for Nolan Bongier here.
On the serve.
Yep. We'll see if he stays in for the whole back row or.
Good serve there by Gregory. Number 2 hit it over. As again, one of those deadly spikes there.
Yep. Not much he can do in that case.
He's definitely got a lot of kills this game. It's been Gregory bring it up. A little bit of a bump there. It's number 2 again with another deadly spike.
From back corner there, Lakers just can't direct it over to a teammate too far out of reach.
So Gregory bringing up. A little bit of a
nice little back and forth, and
a little bit of a spicy play there to try to hit it out before they could set.
Yeah.
Didn't really affect the Harvey team, but it is going to affect Nackawic as they're going to lose the point there without even...
Yeah, I'm not sure what that infraction is actually called, but it was clearly an infraction as the ref put both hands out in front of him, kind of perpendicular to the way he's standing. So, yeah, interested in that call, but Lakers will take it.
By number 12 there. There's a volley there. Number 2 once again, a little bit of a tip over this time.
Another infraction here, and this is exactly what you don't want to be doing if you're the Nighthawks. Sloppy play, and that might let the Lakers get back into this. Down by 10, but the Nighthawks giving them a hand.
Gregory hits going to be once again. Good block attempt. Maybe it would have been better if they were closer to the net.
Yeah. Yep, Lakers can't quite stop that one. as it was Smith and Robichaud that time. They were able to block a couple nice ones earlier, but couldn't quite get there now.
It's going to be their hitter up the serve now, Stairs. Seems like they're all right down there.
Yeah, both Robichaud and Joe Gregory going for that as we have another timeout called, again by the Lakers and Poirier. His team down by 13. So they have a ways to go, the Lakers, if they want to come back on this one.
They have a marathon to run, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. But not unheard of. We did, what was it, a 10-point comeback that we saw in last week? Was it Thursday, I think? Yep. Stranger things have happened here in the David McMullen Gymnasium. And speaking of things happening, it is a very busy week here. As we mentioned, the triple header tonight, we do have Nackawic and St. Stephen facing off after this, and the Lakers taking on St. Stephen to end the night. That game should tip off around 7. And then tomorrow, it will be a quiet day, but a lot of games coming up. First, it will be the junior girls. And I forget which team they're taking on Wednesday, but that will be a matchup at 6-ish. On Thursday, we will see the debut of the... Nope, sorry, check that. We will see the junior boys at 4:30, followed by a triple header as the senior girls take on Samuel de Champlain and Rock St. Netherwood. Finally, on Friday, it will be 2 more games as the middle school girls make their home debut at 4:30.
I think they've already played a game.
The boys play at 6. At home, the middle school? Oh, you're right, they have.
Yes.
My apologies, that's how I have the roster.
Crazy bump to bring it back over.
Oh, excellent work there. Number 1. I don't see... I think he's wearing number 1. But good work in the back row there by Nackawic to keep that alive.
I said over, it's going to be Gregory now. I was just setting, it's going to be Nicholson to bring it over. The libero bringing it up. Set up by Stairs. It's going to be Clark trying to hit it over. Successfully as they're breaking in. 4 points remaining here.
Yep. And I will say, good play there from Archer Smith on the second attempt. He and Robichaud kind of got up to block it. Ball kept going up, and it looked like it might have been savable. Archer Smith, even though his team's down by quite a lot, still gave it his all to try to keep that in play.
So we Graham to hit it here. That's out of bounds.
Nighthawk still giving him some applause there as, oh no, looks like it was inbounds in fact. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Touched off the hand of a blocker.
So Lakers guilty of an infraction on that one, and that's what will give the Nighthawks the point.
It's going to be Stairs now. I'm sure just going to make sure it gets over there. Stairs setting, and it's going to be Clark with a little tip over.
Oh.
They're going to keep it play there.
Good save by Robichaud on the second level.
Libero. H is with a quick volley over. Once again setting here. It's going to be Smith.
Ooh.
And the blocks there coming in.
Excellent block. That, I believe, was Graham up front. Number 15, one of the taller players on the Nackawic team.
With Colwell in the air now.
Hey! That's what you love to see with the Nighthawks at set point. Mason Nicholson says not so easy. And he's going to make a textbook hit into the corner. Keep the Lakers alive.
Good luck here for the Lakers, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That was out of bounds, definitely. Gregory just going to tip over there. Quick volley over. Goal bringing up in the air. Robichaud's going to be Nicholson to hit there. The libero on the return. Graham bringing over with some bumps. This is going to be Harvey's point.
Yeah, nice work by the Lakers, catching the Nighthawks kind of on their back foot, leading to some sloppy play and an infraction.
Libero bringing up. It's going to be Graham now. Clark to bring it over. Keeping it up in the air, Gregory.
Hey, excellent work.
As I'm not sure if that should have been Harvey's point, as it seemed like he had a pretty good...
Yep. Ball almost froze there right at the tip of the net as players both went up for it, but ultimately the Nighthawks guilty of a lift trying to bring it back. Oh.
Graham going for it. Just going to slip there on purpose.
Had that kick, and you know what? The Nighthawks didn't make it there, but that was almost a playable ball. If that had been the first hit instead of the second, they might have salvaged that.
That is very unfortunate as they show a little bit of a winning streak, but
tough break. Harvey trying to make it respectable at the end there, but this set much less competitive than the previous one. 25-10. Nighthawks take that one with very little resistance. Yep, they will officially take the game. The boys will play out the third set rather at 15 points, or maybe not, as they are shaking hands right now. Actually, yeah, this leads me to believe they might not be playing that third set at 15 points. That might be a request on the Lakers, who have a shorter bench tonight and don't want to play any unnecessary volleyball. Might be because St. Stephen's here and they want to get home early, so we'll just push things ahead. But either way, looks like up next we will have the Nighthawks taking on the St. Stephen's Spartans.
Once again, the Harvey High School stream team would like to thank our corporate sponsors, Scott Pierce at Remax East Coast Elite Realty and the Little Village Resort for Dogs, and RSEI Consultants Limited. Our sponsors help us to improve the viewing experience and get more students involved in these streams.
So, yeah, looks like that's it. I guess an unexpected early end to this first game, but don't go away. We'll have the Nighthawks and the Spartans coming up for you very shortly.